Hello, welcome. This is a very special episode. This is the Mindset Manifesto, and I'm Kara. This is my birthday episode. I usually don't make a huge deal about my birthday, and it actually is quite a reflective time for me. Mostly every year, I usually don't do a whole lot for my birthday, but this year I'm turning 27. And I wanted to share 27 lessons that I have learned so far. Some are a little more profound, and some are just like simple little hacks that I have learned over the years. Nothing extremely serious, but I can always elaborate on things on another video, but some things I might naturally elaborate on. But overall, I just wanted to kind of say I'm so grateful for the past year of my life, let alone the past 27. And 10 years ago, I never even thought that I would live to be 27 years old. I was just in a really dark place. And so I'm very proud of myself for making it here. And this year in particular, I feel very, very grateful. I just feel like now the ball is rolling for me now, and I'm really excited for 2025. And I'm also excited to be 27. So might as well get started. So there's 27 of them, obviously, and we'll just kick it off. I kind of separated it into more like life lessons than like health kind of things, and then just like miscellaneous things. First, you are in control. And I know that that sounds really vague, but something I always felt like I was out of control of a lot of things that were happening to me in my life, and later to realize, hindsight's 2020, but later to realize that there was a lot that I did to lead to that moment that the person I am today wouldn't have done. And so in a way, there's preventative things. I don't believe in regretting mistakes. I think that you can learn from them so long as you recognize the pattern. And so realizing that I was in control, like I can change at any time, I can be a better person, I can make new decisions, or like I can just focus on the things that are in my control and the rest is not my problem. That's something that helped me a lot in life in general. The second one is aging is a privilege. Like I said, I'm very grateful to be 27. There was a time where I never thought I'd make it here. And there's also people who wish that they would have seen their friends make it to 27 and wish to see other people make it to 27 that they may have known otherwise. So I'm very grateful, and aging is a privilege. And I don't think that I will lose value as I age. I think that's a common misconception for women aging. I'm really inspired by how Pamela Anderson has aged and how she's so graceful and not ashamed of being older. I think that that's a really powerful thing. So I really rock with that. Number three, healing is not linear. When you think that something has been swept under the rug and that you've washed your hands of it, sometimes it can come up again. As an example, there are some things from my youth, like teenage years, 16, 15, whatever, that I thought I was healed from. And then getting older, I had a new understanding of the things that had gone on, and it just kind of resurfaced. And it was like a new thing to process and break down just because I had a new perspective of it because I was older. I think that people think that healing is a journey that you start and that there's an end goal, but really healing is something that you awaken to and you're constantly in the process of. I think healing is a lifelong process. We'll always have new things that we experience, which means new things that we have to heal from. And pain is just a part of the beauty of being alive. But yeah, there is no final destination. What is it called? Goalpost with healing. It's definitely something that's an ongoing process. And you just learn to better adapt and quicker adapt and transmute that energy into something more positive for yourself, or use exercising or some other outlet to kind of express whatever is being bottled up inside. But yes, next one, 1, 2, 3. Number 4. I need to start writing that down. Number 4, you don't have to be available 24/7. I think that that's something that I've really done in this past year. My phone is always on Do Not Disturb, and all the people close to me know that if they need something, I'm there. If you call me, you probably got to call twice to break through my Do Not Disturb. But I do really value and honor my alone time because I have a very social job and I really love my job. So I really like to pour a lot of myself into my job, as well as I like to pour a lot of myself into other people. So it's a way that I can kind of keep boundaries myself and others without necessarily compromising who I am as a person. So do not disturb is my friend. I'm not available all the time. I make sure that I know what days and time frames and things that I feel most comfortable doing something a little more energetic. I'm always down for a good time, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely something that's more scheduled for me now just because I like to be responsible and I like to be disciplined. So I like to kind of make sure I keep room for those things, but hit me up the week before, girl. Let's get some plans going. And number 5 is quality over quantity. And this can apply to a lot of things. I was thinking in 2 aspects, relationships and products. So having like a bunch of fucking cheap workout clothes is not as good as having like 5 to 10 staples of really good brands. One that I really rock with is Dark Sport. I really like their stuff. It's really good quality. And Gymshark, I actually like. I don't care about the bandwagon. Those are 2 brands that I can rely on. And I'm wearing a Dark Sport shirt right now. And I wear their leggings and I like their shorts. I like how it fits me and they last me a long time. And I don't have to worry about them being see-through. So there's like many things that it relates to. And then with relationships, having a bunch of surface level friends sometimes is not as fulfilling as having just a few really, really close friends. And I learned that this is not everybody is meant to be your friend. You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. And I think that's something that I used to take personally, and I don't really anymore. And 6, romanticizing your life does work, making those small perspective changes, just being more positive. Instead of saying you have to go to work, say you get to go to work, or like instead of saying you have to work out, you get to work out. We're very blessed to have bodies that are able, as well as minds that are able to not only work, but also move our bodies and experience life. And if you're not happy with what you're doing with work, maybe ask yourself, like, what is in your control that you could kind of change to be more aligned with more aspects of your life and whatever that means for you. Number 7, being misunderstood isn't always bad. And this kind of relates to that quality over quantity. Not everybody is meant to be your friend. Not everybody is meant to be in your life. Some people are just there to teach you lessons, whether it be about them, about yourself, about how the world works. But not everybody has to be an intimate part of your life. And some people aren't meant to understand you, and you don't have to feel compromised as a person just because people don't understand you. You're still valuable. You are just not what this person needs or what this person sees as valuable potentially. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their preferences. Just because, like, somebody, what is the fucking analogy I'm thinking of? Just because you're the biggest, juiciest peach in the world, there's always going to be someone who don't like peaches, bitch. So definitely being misunderstood is not a bad thing all the time. And number 8, people show you they are, and you have to accept the reality of that. People can tell you things, tell you what they're going to do, but if what they're saying is constantly conflicting with what they're showing you, then that person is not for you. And you should just accept the truth of accepting them where they are. And I don't think love is having to change a laundry list of things about someone. If someone is not aligning with where you are, you have to be okay to let go of that person so that they can align with where they need to be and you can actually find what's in alignment with you instead of just hoping that this person will change. Seeing potential in people and those people are not aligning with that potential you see is just illusion. Cut it. Number 9, you do not have to earn rest. It's okay to rest. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is if your rest is getting in the way of the things that you want to accomplish for yourself. And then still, if you're not accomplishing these things, ask yourself, why is rest more important than this thing? Is this thing actually what I want? Let me think about it and figure it out. So rest is not a bad thing. You don't have to earn rest. You do not have to be productive to be valuable. You can just be. It's all right to have some days where you just be. You don't have to be doing something. You don't have to be cleaning. You don't have to be working on a side hustle. You can just chill. Like, you're not going to get arrested. You can just hang out. It's all right. Nobody's going to come and discipline you. And if they are, you need to ask yourself why that person is mad at you for existing. Other things to think about. Number 10, follow your gut feeling. That sounded like one word. Follow your gut feeling. Most of the time, it's right. And there's been many times where I haven't trusted my gut feeling. And I was like, damn, I literally just thought of that before I came here. Or I literally just thought to grab that. I thought I need it and I didn't grab it because I thought it was whatever, just little things like that. Even little things or even big things. If you ask somebody, this is a pro tip. If you ask somebody between two things and you're secretly rooting for one thing, or they say one and you kind of are disappointed, then you know it was the other one. Does that make sense? Make it make sense. But now we're moving into some health things. Number 11, daily sunlight is very important. And it also is very helpful. I sit out on this patio and soak up some vitamin D every morning, and I feel phenomenal. 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 I had to make sure I had to say that right. But it feels great. Number 12, magnesium. Great for stress, great for sleep. Try it. Some people like the spray, some people like the pills, some people like the powder. Pills, powder, potion, whatever it is, choose your character and go for it. It's very helpful and science driven. 13, strength training is anti aging. Also, it helps reduce your risk of Alzheimer's. If you want to remember things, work out, lift some heavy things. It's really good for you. Mind, body, and soul. 14, wait at least an hour. Even better, hour and a half for caffeine in the morning, especially if you're a woman. It can really impact your stress levels, and your cortisol spikes in the morning so that it gets you up and out of bed, and you don't need to extra spike it. So give it some time to chill. And if you don't have an hour in the morning to wait to make your cup of coffee, you can pick your hard. I would rather wake up earlier and have more time, or even you could wait until you get to work. I don't know. But I think that it's worth getting up earlier to not stress your body out, especially with how much research there is to back this. Figure it out. 15, cold showers do help. I love them. They help with resiliency. It helps you do hard things. If you're a woman, there are certain times that are better to do them. You can look that up. I'm pretty sure it is the first 10 days of your cycle. So first day you start your cycle until about halfway point, until about ovulation. Then you want to taper off that kind of stuff, just because you're more resilient, hormones are different. So same thing with fasting, same thing. 16, breath work is for your nervous system, and it is very helpful, and it's also a natural high. So I like to do breath work in the morning. Usually I only do 5 to 10 minutes because I'm not that spicy with it. I do like to do about 20-minute meditations as well. That's a side note. It's not on here. Meditation should be on here, but I didn't put it because I felt like that was really obvious. But meditation is in there with breath work. It's very helpful, very good, and I really like breath work. It feels good. I like guided ones because it just helps me stay a little bit more focused, but very lovely. 17, good posture will fix a lot of your neck and back pain. Also, arm and shoulder pain, especially if you sit at a desk. Make sure that you have strong glutes, strong core, strong upper to mid traps. Do some high rows, some face pulls, some regular rows. You want to make sure that your posture is staying good. Do some mobility, some twists, some thoracic mobility. Make sure you're doing overhead marches, planks, things for your deep inner core. Pilates is great. Glutes, hip bridges, glute bridges, hip thrusts, squats, lunges, step ups. There's tons of things. Do stuff for your body. It will help. And then 18, your food does affect your mood, and it also affects a lot of things going on in your body. Try to adjust your diet a little bit. See if it helps your mood. It will. I promise you. Eat whole foods and try to have a lot of protein. Helps your brain, helps your energy, helps you look good. Do it. 19, motion is lotion. An object in motion stays in motion. That's why the more you move, the more you crave it. The more you don't move, the more you crave not moving. Get moving. It feels hard at first. Within the first week, you're going to feel so great. Please start moving. Your body is meant to move. You will feel worse if you don't move. And it doesn't have to be the gym. If you don't like the gym, you don't have to rock with the gym. You can get some bands. You can do some stuff at home. You can get a little dumbbell set. You can do body weight. You can do Pilates. You can do yoga. Do something to move your body. Keep it moving. Keeps you healthy. It's really good for the mind. I like to think of myself like Rock Lee. He's the shit, and he's human, and he has no powers. He's just strong, and he pushes himself, and he likes to compete with himself, and I love that. That should be you. Number 20, white vinegar has so many uses. These are my miscellaneous ones now. So many uses. You can clean your windows. You can clean your floor. You can clean fruit. There's lots of things you can do with white vinegar. Get you some white vinegar and keep it. I also clean my essential oil diffusers. Anything. It evaporates, smells at first, then it evaporates and it's good. But it's really good. Natural, no chemicals. And then to store herbs, use a damp paper towel and rubber band it. It'll stay for longer in the fridge. Really helpful. 22, perfume or cologne needs moisturized skin to stick to. If you're dry as a desert, you're just putting, most of the time, alcohol scented oil over your already dry skin. It's just going to dry it out more, and then it's going to evaporate. It's not going to smell good. You want it to soak in, stay moisturized, have a whole hygiene routine. I don't remember if I've shared it. But 23, limit blue light exposure in the evening, especially if you don't sleep very well. Also, just sleep in your room. Don't have a TV in your room. I have a TV in there now, but I'm not laying down. I'm going to sit in a chair. I'm going to sit on the floor. I'm going to watch a TV. I don't like to watch things in bed unless it's like on my phone, because I like to try to make sure that my bedroom is reserved for sleeping and sex. That's it. Because nothing else should be going on in the bedroom. So just like keep it, and it'll help you have those things, have moments for those things in that room. It'll be meant for that. Your body will want it when you're in there. So do it. It's like a psychology thing too. But 24, a cluttered space means a cluttered mind. The cleaner you keep your space, the clearer your mind will feel. And it feels great. I used to really struggle with organization, and I really struggled with organizing things up here at that time. I've gotten much better. I'm not perfect. I'm still a girl. I'll try on every single outfit and throw it on the closet floor before I decide to pick it up in 2 days. But I've gotten a lot better. I vacuum every day. I mop every day. I do my dishes at the end of the night. What else do I do? Of course, I take care of myself every day. I like to spray. I like things to smell good. I like incense. I like candles. I got charcoal-free incense. I'm going on a ramble. You know what I'm saying? I like to smell good. I like to feel good. I like to feel my space is clean. I like to know I can walk barefoot, Little teens. 26. Solo dates will skyrocket your confidence. I am super socially anxious sometimes. Sometimes it's better than other times, but it did help me a lot to do things, interact with people. I went to soccer alone for my birthday yesterday, and that was really nerve-wracking for me. Sunday at 8 a.m. And I'm just kind of hanging back, a little circle by myself. This old man, 92 years old, comes up and walked to me, brightened my day. He was a great man, and he was very nice and kind. And little interactions like that make me very grateful that I went out and decided to do something on my own, because those people are really awesome. I really do like human connection. I am very introverted. The right people bring it out of me. So I was really grateful for that, and I almost didn't go. We're rocking with the solo stuff. And the last one, number 27, you will not have all the answers. Sometimes you have to go through shit to grow through shit. And this is all our first time at life. So don't judge yourself for not making the perfect decision. I like to believe that there is no right or wrong decision. There's just decisions and consequences. And sometimes you rock with the consequences. Sometimes you don't rock with the consequences. But they are a fruit of your actions. So it's a lot easier to handle knowing, looking back in hindsight, what decisions I could have made differently to have a different outcome. And it really becomes your game. And it's just a mistake if you repeat it again. And if you keep repeating the same mistake, you got to ask yourself, why are you finding comfort in that mistake? What am I doing? What pattern is this repeating? Where did I first learn this? And grow. That's all we can do. And forgive yourself, because there's monsters in everybody's closet. And I think that it's really easy to judge ourselves and be hard on ourselves. If you're an awful person, have the day you deserve. But I think that if you are consciously seeking being a better person and just being better for yourself and for the world, or whatever your purpose is, I think you're doing great. And not everybody's journey looks the same. Not everybody's mind works the same. And I think that's a beautiful thing. But I'm really grateful for the past 27 years of my life. I've learned a lot. I feel wise. I feel optimistic more so than ever before. And I'm really grateful for the ability to share these things. And other than that, that's it. I am going to finish drinking my coffee. I'm going to go to Target or Sephora or both. Have a great time. It is 2:28. And I'm going to watch some Naruto and smoke a joint. And yeah, ciao. Oh, and thank you. You can follow me on Instagram. THE.KARADIGM, the Caradime. And the Mindset Manifesto is the podcast name. So thank you for tuning in. And welcome back if you came. Yeah, skedaddle now. See ya.